You say something, babe? You know what? Never mind.
Okay.
Age is just a number, baby. What are you, like 40 now?
Ah!
You want me to put you in the hospital?
Jake.
What? Dakota Fanning? What? That's like a Matt Damon and Interstellar moment for me that I just had. Yes, this movie did something shitty. Yes. Welcome to the Rewatch Ryan YouTube channel. I am excited that you are here with me today. If you don't know it already, I am sitting here to watch all of the Twilight movies for the very first time. We're here to tackle New Moon right now. If you haven't already, check out the first one that I did covering the first movie. You get to see a man in absolute pain and misery. I checked out the Rotten Tomatoes scores, heading into this one. The first Twilight sits at like a 49%. Twilight New Moon sits at a 28%. So I'm about to watch a movie that is half as good, roughly speaking, as the first Twilight, and I can't fathom it. So my biggest hangups when it came to the first one, the direction and the acting was absolutely terrible, and I just needed a whole hell of a lot more than two annoying people trying to figure out how they're gonna have a relationship with each other. So I'm craving more story. Thankfully, that's the one blessing we have with these four other movies. I'm hoping that we dive deeper into the mythology. I'm hoping it gets more dynamic when we bring Jacob into the mix. And as far as I know, I think a New Moon is when Jacob really starts to come to the forefront. It's sort of where the Team Edward, Team Jacob thing came about. At the end of Twilight, I told you guys I'm Team Jacob just because I cannot stand the way that Robert Pattinson portrayed Edward. And yes, of course, it's probably the direction's fault, the writing's fault, but I can't get on board with Edward yet. He's just an annoying soy boy. So I'm hoping that Jacob is awesome, or I'm hoping that Edward is just improved upon. Either way, hopefully we win. New Moon has a different director, Chris Weitz. I'm not really that familiar. He's a producer of the American Pie movies. He directed About a Boy. This guy has a super random resume, so I kind of just imagine him as a director for hire because they just needed somebody, a plug and play type of job. So I'm hoping he brings something new to the mix, but it's kind of hard to tell because I don't know who he is as a director just based on his resume. So I guess I'm going to try to stay positive about that one thing and hope that that's improved upon. I don't think I need to drag out this preamble. I mean, there's only so much I can say about the first movie. I'm not going to spend time acting like I'm excited to watch this one. So let's just dive into it. Hopefully have some fun and hopefully watch what's a more entertaining movie. Here we go. Let's do New Moon.
These violent delights have violent ends.
It already looks better with the coloring and everything. This is trippy. Still with the staring. Still sticking with that, huh?
How'd you get so old so fast?
I didn't. It's not that old.
Oh, she's gonna spend this entire movie thinking that this is a Gen Z movie. She's gonna be worried about like being 30.
Oh, good. Cullen's here.
He's a soy boy too. He's jealous of the passion that Bella and Edward have. What a stud. Have a normal conversation. Go.
I think 18 is a little young to start worrying about that.
It's 1 year older than you.
I'm 109.
What's funny is that Edward said he was 17 in the first movie. So he's 17 when he wants to justify his relationship, but he's 109 when he wants her to feel better about her age.
Hello, biceps.
I saw this the other day and thought of you.
Ugh.
I thought I said no presents. I've already seen you open it and get.
Oh my god, this guy. Jasper, was that his name? I'm surprised that this seems more normal. Everybody seems to have more of a personality. That's good, right?
The Volturi are very old, very powerful. I guess they're the closest thing to royalty my world has.
Okay, these guys I've seen in clips. I mentioned how I was familiar with some sort of battle scene that I assumed took place during Breaking Dawn. But yeah, Michael Sheen I knew that was coming. I just didn't realize it was this soon.
Victoria.
Oh, the girlie's still out there too.
But it's my job to protect you.
How many Bellas have been in Edward's life? I'm genuinely curious. The problem with these watch-alongs is that sometimes I miss plot points because I'm talking, but did they explain what her ring is yet? I won't harp on it because people in the comments will just light me up. You missed this line, blah, 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 blah. So let that be the last time I mention the ring. Oh, dude.
You're not gonna want me when I look like a grandmother.
You're 18.
Do not understand my feelings for you at all.
You've made it very clear over the last 2.5 hours what is missing from Bella Swan's life that causes her to want to be a vampire because she has nothing else left. Like, don't you want to go to college?
Carlisle's supposed to be 10 years old in the looks. People are starting to notice.
If this is about my soul, take it. I don't want it without you.
But you guys kissed. I've spent a lot of time working in retail and stuff, and I work with all kinds of different people for different ages. I know how insufferable it is being around like a 21-year-old. Someone who's like 12 years younger than me. Imagine what it should feel like to him dealing with someone so juvenile. Like, that's the first time I ever really saw that. So now she's gonna fall asleep in the woods, as you do. I'm just hoping that the werewolf group are just not filled with weirdos.
Got her. Thank you, Sam.
This I comprehend. Just buff, shirtless dudes saving the day. That's my style.
You're going to Jacksonville. Live with your mother.
I'm gonna go shopping.
Go. Buy some stuff.
So that's it? Not going to Jacksonville? All right, that's it. That's how we started the conversation. And now she's going shopping. He needs a spine. Come on. Phil or whatever, Charlie, whatever your name is.
Why are there that many zombie movies anyway? It's supposed to be a metaphor for consumerism.
I wish I could walk out of a movie theater with a chick and have her talk like this.
And I'm going through stuff too. You know, like Mike said, he just wants to get
Oh my god, I was about to make a joke. How funny would it be if that was the exact same gang of guys from the first movie? And it is.
Keep walking.
So now we got Force Ghost, Edward. Just add that to the collection of superpowers that this group has, supposedly. Did they say we got beer, we got bites? I am excited to see how this scene unfolds.
Turn around.
You lied.
You say something, babe? You know what? Never mind.
So bad. Okay.
Hey,
Yes. First stupid thing. I love that Anna Kendrick stood there the entire time, just waiting for her to get back. Give me more scenes like that.
Maybe I'm crazy now.
Bella!
Yeah, I know a few chicks that are just like, yeah, I'm crazy, deal with it, world. We have Twilight to thank for that.
Since when are you into motorcycles?
Since now.
Well, I got on the back of one the other day, thinking I was just gonna go off with some guy. He had beers and bikes.
Jake, you're buff. How did that happen? You're like 16.
Age is just a number, baby. What are you, like 40 now?
Ah! Oh, Bella only falls for guys when they have like superhuman strength. They have to be able to stop a speeding van or lift a motorcycle. But this is why she should be with Jacob. So far, he comes across way more stable. And how could I be Team Edward? Because I feel like he's going to come back to the picture and just be jealous of this when he should want what's best for Bella. I might be speaking prematurely, but I mean, did we ever see Bella and Edward do anything together other than argue? He didn't fix a bike with her. They just like sat in the rain. What a choice. She has no reason to throw a slice of pizza across the room other than for that director to make that transition into it being a wrench or whatever that was. What are these dreams? Is she giving birth?
If I told you I couldn't have fixed these bikes, what would you have said?
We're just gonna have to find something else to do.
Is she gonna have flashback to riding the motorcycle with that guy? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hit the brake!
I feel like hanging out with vampires is more reckless. You get a paper cut and then you get thrown across the room, your arm's cut. It's like Jacob and his clan aren't gonna thirst after her blood every time she gets a cut. Where's my Team Jacob shirt? Ah! What? So gratuitous.
What are you staring at?
You're not even doing anything.
Now that you're talking and eating again.
Don't do this, dude.
Dip. protein in there.
Oh no.
I was just wondering if you wanted to go see a movie with me.
What a weird thing to do in front of your friends group.
We should get a bunch of people to go. Do you guys want to go see?
Oh, come on.
Mike, hey, we're supposed to watch that. Remember the trailer?
Nah, I feel bad for him. I'm having flashbacks.
You like action movies? Not really.
Did she ask Jacob to go? Oh, man.
She's buying my ticket for me.
Oh, dude, don't stay.
Forget it. Let's do this.
Oh, come on, guys.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop.
All right, now I don't feel bad for him. I'm way more emotionally involved in this one.
You should hold out for someone with a stronger stomach. Someone who laughs at the gore that makes weaker men vomit.
Oh, what a thrilling few minutes it's been.
Okay, well, tell me something. You like me, right?
If she says no, okay. I was gonna say in the truck, she said she would have come up with another reason to hang out.
And you think I'm sort of beautiful?
Don't do this.
Boy.
Because you're about to ruin everything.
I'm not saying that this movie's doing a good job of portraying this, but the concept and the idea of like, how does a young man follow a vampire as a love interest? That's an interesting idea. How do you live up to that?
I was feeling sick before the movie.
Okay.
What is your problem?
Right now, you're my problem. Maybe you need to go to the hospital. You want me to put you in the hospital?
Jake.
What?
You feel like you have a fever, are you okay?
But this is why she should be with Jacob. So far, he comes across way more stable.
That was so ridiculous. Oh my God, the metaphor. Arizona is playing Washington State on the TV. That's incredible stuff by our director. Our boy's got a haircut. He's shedding.
Go away.
Oh my gosh. Bella's gonna lose her shit if another man tells her to stay away from him.
We can't be friends anymore.
Man, this is the second time this has happened to her in an hour.
I promised I wouldn't hurt you, Bella.
Yeah, that was the last scene.
And this is me keeping that promise.
I don't know if I just missed it because of this environment, but I feel like I don't understand what this is yet. So I don't know if that's the point or what.
Bella. Victoria feels it's only fair to kill Edward's mate.
Yeah. I love the idea that she recognizes him. That's amazing.
Bella?
I'm sorry, I really need to see him. What did you do? Hey, what did you do to him?
Easy.
What did he tell you?
Both of you calm
Nothing.
down.
Bella, get back.
Imagine driving down the road and seeing that.
It's the wolf's out of the bag.
You guys hungry? Like I have to ask.
Does she have like a massive wolf bite on her face? Oh, yeah.
Save some for your brothers.
Are they gonna make a joke that like those muffins are made with dog food or something? What is this, Purina?
So you're a werewolf.
It's not a lifestyle choice, Bella. You're such a hypocrite. What, I'm not the right kind of monster for you?
That's right.
The only thing we do kill. Vampires.
Damn straight.
It must be nice never getting cold. You're just warm.
Attaboy.
Wait. There's a vampire.
Alice!
I have never met anyone more prone to life-threatening idiocy. Werewolves are not good company to keep.
Speak for yourself. Swan residence.
Is it Edward?
He's going to the Volturi. He wants to die too.
This movie is about how Bella goes to Brazil to stop Edward from dying. Or maybe not Brazil. I can't remember where the Volturi are, but you know what I mean.
He's gonna wait until noon when the sun's at its highest.
God, Alice, you gotta hurry up.
Bella's had a stomach ulcer this entire movie. Did you see how she was like gripping the dashboard?
They're commemorating the expulsion of vampires from the city.
What is wrong with her? Again, the way that they rushed into this, I mean, they didn't set up this ticking clock for us to understand what's on the line here. Like, this is happening too fast. Have you ever, like, thought about what it would be like to experience something like this in real life? You go to Italy for the first and only time, and you're supposed to find the town square and know exactly where he's gonna be and everything. I would never make it, personally.
I won't be needing your services after all, John.
Enough.
Arrow sent me to see what was taking so long.
Dakota Fanning? What? That's like a Matt Damon and Interstellar moment for me that I just had. Like, what? Oh, Dakota. You're too good for this. Wow. That is shocking to me. At least Dakota's not playing Bella. I mean, that could have tanked her career. That guy in the back, that's boy from the original X-Men trilogy. Colossus.
Arrow can read every thought I've ever had with one touch.
You can't read Bella's thoughts. I would love to see if you are an exception to my gifts as well.
Interesting.
Let us see if she is immune to all our powers.
Stop!
Is it weird that I'm rooting for Bella in this moment? Edward and the gang are gonna piss off the Volturi. Choke slammed him.
Kill me, kill me. Bella will be one of us. I've seen it.
Yeah, I figured that twist was coming at some point. Ooh, why would they be running like that?
Do not ever do that to me again.
I was about to give him some credit for finally acting like a parent. Bella's gonna be insufferable now that she knows that she's gonna change.
Yes.
Thank you.
I vote yes. It would be nice to not want to kill you all the time.
I already consider you a part of the family. Yes.
Is this grooming? Oh shit. Oh, I'm excited. Are we gonna end this movie with Victoria still being out there?
You know what we'll do to you. I won't have a choice.
Bella, please come.
Jake. I love you.
Huh? You f***ing bitch.
You don't speak for her.
I would have loved to have seen Edward punch the shit out of Jacob. Bella, shut up.
I have one condition. If you want me to do it myself.
What's the condition?
You go to college and get your degree.
Marry me, Bella.
Oh, man. What I find most interesting, having seen Twilight and now New Moon, I seem to be going a different way than people online. You know, we already talked about how the Rotten Tomatoes score for New Moon is considerably lower, but even a lot of the Letterboxd heads that I personally follow rated New Moon lower. Twilight was on average 2 stars, New Moon was 1 or 1.5. I know that's not a big difference, but for so many people to say that New Moon is obviously worse than Twilight, I don't feel that way personally. I mean, Twilight is historically one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and I will always remember it that way. I will always remember it being that for me. Whereas New Moon, it's just a dumb movie that I saw once and I've forgotten all about, and you know, it's just not the crime against humanity that the first Twilight was. I think New Moon has a lot of obvious improvements while still being stupid and dumb. I think it removes itself from the high school soap opera a little bit more than the first. That's an improvement. It adds more to the mythology, and there's just more story here. Yeah, it's still juggling. Bella is trying to figure out who she likes, who she loves, and yeah, it's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I just think it's as simple as it's a more entertaining, watchable movie. So I would probably still rate both of these on the same plane, but I don't think New Moon is obviously worse than Twilight. In fact, I'll just go on and say it. I don't think New Moon is worse than Twilight. I think Taylor Lautner is Jacob. He's a little bit more watchable, even though I'm not quite sure I get everything that's going on with him. Maybe the vampires are definitely a little bit more developed at this point, which is a ridiculous thing for me to say and think, but it's true. you guys saw when I was watching the first Twilight, I was a little bit more hungry for the story and the mythology and things, and this movie gave me that. I was definitely interested in the Team Edward versus Team Jacob thing, so I guess I was just more involved in general, and it's hilarious to watch myself on this video because you can just tell I'm sitting a little bit closer to the screen, but it was just a little bit more fun to watch, to nitpick and make fun of, and again, but it's obviously just more entertaining and watchable. I am still, as of right now, Team Jacob. I think he doesn't annoy me or bother me nearly as much as Edward does, but yeah, Edward and Bella might be one of the all-time worst movie couples in existence. I mean, there's hardly any chemistry there, which is absurd because they were a real life couple, and you know, depending on who you ask, the greatest love story of all time. It doesn't matter what movie we're talking about, it doesn't matter what franchise we're talking about, if you put better actors in a lot of these roles, it's going to add to its credibility. So it's helpful that Michael Sheen is in there now, Dakota Fanning, which was shocking to me. I know they did almost nothing, but I can only assume that we're going to see more from them later in the franchise. But that also causes me to think that we're never going to get worse than Twilight. Can it happen? Absolutely it can. And I understand that. But right now, I just feel a little bit better overall about where we left off here. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how bad the visual effects are. They have not aged well at all. For a movie that looks 15 years old, there's definitely better out there. And so anyway, that looked a little ridiculous and made it even more silly for sure. I'd also like to say that I think Bella Swan might be one of the worst movie protagonists of all time. Guys, let me know down below. Do you think that New Moon is better than Twilight? Do you think it's worse than Twilight? I cannot believe I'm speaking these sentences. Let me know what you think of the video down below. Twilight Eclipse is the movie that I've known the least about going into it, so I don't even know how to speculate as to what's going to happen next. Again, I'm just kind of hoping that we improve upon everything as we go here. One can only hope, but then again, it's also good content if it's terrible and I'm in absolute misery. So either way, I think we're going to win, which is why I enjoy doing these videos, and I hope you're enjoying watching them as well. Again, write me some stuff down in the comments, and I will see you next week when I talk about Twilight Eclipse. See you then.